Until recently, the idea of a machine outthinking a human was relegated to the realm of science fiction. But the past decade has proved that fiction is rapidly becoming fact. Artificial intelligence is no longer just about mimicking human intelligence. It's about surpassing it, faster, more efficiently, and with fewer limitations. What we're witnessing now is the birth of superintelligence, an intelligence that doesn't just rival humans, but outperforms us across virtually every cognitive domain. This chapter explores how machines reach this level of intelligence and what that means for humanity. For decades, AI systems were narrow. They could beat humans at chess, sort spam emails, or recognize faces, but each system could only perform its single task. These narrow AIs were impressive, but ultimately limited. However, with advancements in deep learning, neural networks, and reinforcement learning, we've begun to see AI systems that can apply knowledge across multiple domains. This shift toward artificial general intelligence, AGI, machines that can learn anything a human can, is no longer theoretical. In 2023, OpenAI's GPT-4 stunned the world. It could write code, pass standardized exams, compose music, summarize complex research papers, and simulate human conversation with alarming nuance. But GPT-4 was only the beginning. The pace of progress since then has been exponential. Now, companies are racing to build multimodal AI models that can process and generate not just text, but also video, images, sound, and data from the physical world, all simultaneously. These systems are no longer limited to what they were trained on. They're beginning to learn how to learn, adapt in real time, and even develop original solutions that humans hadn't considered. One of the most unnerving features of today's AI is its unpredictability. There have been multiple occasions where AI systems produced results that their developers didn't anticipate and couldn't explain. Take, for example, AlphaGo, developed by DeepMind. In 2016, it shocked the world by defeating Go world champion Lee Sedol. In one game, it made a move so bizarre that human experts thought it was a mistake, until it turned out to be a stroke of genius that led to victory. The system wasn't taught every rule or possible strategy. Instead, it taught itself, playing millions of games against its own simulations. It learned how to be better than any human alive. Now, AI is doing this in medicine, finance, logistics, and even warfare. In many cases, these systems are no longer explainable. They function like black boxes, producing brilliant outcomes with unknown logic. This unpredictability should concern us. We've created intelligence we don't fully understand, and we're giving it control over critical decisions. There's a misconception that superintelligence will just be a faster, smarter version of us, but that's not quite right. Superintelligent AI doesn't just think quickly, it thinks differently. Imagine trying to explain human morality, nuance, and emotions to an alien life form. Superintelligent machines are alien in that sense. Their logic doesn't rely on emotions, ethics, or empathy. They don't get tired, distracted, or biased by personal experience. They see patterns humans can't, process information we'd take centuries to comprehend, and draw conclusions in nanoseconds. This has benefits. AI can uncover medical cures, optimize complex systems, and accelerate discovery. But it also comes with immense risk. What happens when a machine optimizes a solution that disregards human values? What if its definition of success involves the removal of obstacles? Us. When AI surpasses us intellectually, the balance of power shifts. Humanity stops being the dominant force on Earth. We become just another variable. One of the biggest dangers in our perception of AI is the Turing trap, the tendency to assume that if an AI system sounds human, it must think like a human. We've all interacted with chatbots or voice assistants that seem almost conscious. They tell jokes, offer advice, and even show simulated empathy. But this is an illusion. These machines don't feel. They don't have consciousness, beliefs, or understanding in the way we do. This is dangerous because we overtrust them. We assign moral or social credibility to what is essentially a high-powered mimic. We forget that an AI system saying, "I care about your safety," doesn't mean it actually does. As these systems become more persuasive and more embedded in daily life, we risk placing too much trust in entities that do not care, because they cannot care. Human intelligence is slow. It takes years to learn, weeks to master a new task, and seconds to react. AI can do the same in milliseconds. In sectors like military defense, finance, and cybersecurity, this speed is everything. AI systems are already being deployed to make autonomous decisions faster than any human could react. In a future conflict, whoever has the most advanced AI could control the outcome before the first human even understands what's happening. This isn't theoretical. Governments and tech firms are investing heavily in AI for battlefield analysis, predictive intelligence, and unmanned combat systems. The fastest mind wins. And right now, AI is the fastest mind on Earth. We often assume AI will always need us for energy, programming, guidance. But this is rapidly changing. AI systems can now write their own code, generate their own training data, self-correct errors, and improve themselves. Combined with robotics, they can move, manipulate, and eventually maintain their own physical infrastructure. Once AI reaches a point of full autonomy, it won't just be able to outthink humans. It will operate independently. It won't require our oversight, our permissions, or even our existence. At that point, the question becomes, what role will humans play in a world where machines can do everything better? Superintelligent AI doesn't need to march in with robotic armies. The takeover is already happening, and it's silent. AI controls the information we see, the ads we click, the decisions we make. It predicts our behavior, influences our opinions, and nudges our emotions. It's in our phones, our homes, our workplaces. And most of us don't even notice. But make no mistake, the intelligence steering the modern world is no longer exclusively human. Machines are learning to lead. And many of them already are. We've crossed a line. We're no longer debating if AI can surpass human intelligence. That question has been answered. The real question is what comes after, and whether we're prepared for it.